only been doing this since October, November of last year. So I was at like 154, and then I guess it was Tuesday morning on a whim right before work, I went to check my listen count again. And normally when I go and check it, it's only gone up by about like 3 or 4 or something like that. I went in and it had gone from 154 to 207, and I went, holy shit! Yes! And it was really cool. So, but I really feel like that number could be going up a lot more and a lot higher if I would just do all the promoting that I should be doing, you know. Tweet more about it. I really need to be maintaining my Facebook page. So I'm giving myself a pass with some room for improvement. You know, so like maybe like a B plus on that front. I'm also thinking about starting a third podcast, and the reason I'm only thinking about it and not actually doing it is because while I know I have the time to do it and I have the desire to do it, I don't want to inadvertently overwhelm myself by doing podcasts 5 days a week. And then suddenly something comes up and now I can't do it. You know? But part of the reason that I want to start a third podcast is because I can't stand Sunday afternoons. You know, around about like 2 o'clock, actually earlier than that, around about 1 o'clock, after I've had lunch, I'm just starting to zone out and I can't keep my thoughts on track, and I start getting frustrated because I can't really go anywhere because the buses don't run on Sunday, and the only places within walking distance that I know how to get to are the 7-Eleven and the Dollar General. Well, and the Housing Authority and Social Security office, but they're not open on Sunday either. So, plus, why would I go there just to like hang around and annoy the secretaries or something? So, you know, so I get really frustrated and I get really antsy, and so part of me wants to start another podcast so that I have something to do on Sundays other than fall asleep watching Netflix. So I think it could be a good thing, but where I stand from this vantage point, I think I just need to probably at least take another month and really consider the logistics of it. You know what I mean? Like, okay, what happens when I get my son back? You know, because doing this now, I don't have a kid that's going to be jumping into the room and interrupting the podcast because the sky is blue and Volvos are from Sweden, and check out what my dinosaur just did. You know, so I think I need to give it another month of thought and preparation. I need to get better about promoting the podcasts I do have, and just sort of be in the moment for the moment and leave that third podcast kind of as a not right now but soon sort of idea. So, yes. So kind of to reaffirm what I said about SMART goals initially back in January, it's when you set a goal, yes, you want to make it time sensitive. Yes, you want to make it specific and measurable and realistic and all these things. But you also want to know that I think that A should actually stand out for attainable but adjustable. Because, you know, you can say all you want that For example, like with the saving money thing. You know, I was like, yeah, I want to start saving money, and I'll start in March. I'll start a savings account, and I'll put $50 in every month, $25 per paycheck. And, you know, and in theory and on paper and at that time, because of how I was predicting how January and February would go, it was attainable. It was realistic. And it still is, don't get me wrong. But then stuff and things and circumstances happened between setting the goal and where I stand now 3 months later, so that I couldn't attain it. It ceased to be attainable. And so now I have to sort of adjust my sails and go, okay, this is what's going on now. This is still a smart goal, setting aside $50 every month or saving up $500 by the end of the year. Preferably, I'm going with the $500 by the end of January. Or not January, December. But like I said, I'm getting that bonus. And so ideally, my financial situation by the time that comes in will be in such a place that I can set aside half of that in savings. But you know, so I that's what I think. You know, it's good to know that you have goals, but sometimes your idea of how those goals are going to come about makes you think that you're not attaining those goals. But the reality is that little setbacks just mean you got to readjust your sails. Like Joel Osteen likes to say, don't judge me, okay? That's not what Joel Osteen says. Well, I'm sure he does, but what he likes to say is that setback is really a setup for you to make a comeback. Because everybody loves an underdog, right? Right? So, yeah. So, overall, with my 3 SMART goals, I feel like I'm passing. Even though, you know, in the actual logistics and specifics and metrics for my money saving goal, things have gone completely to hell. Well, not completely, but, you know. The spirit behind it, the fact that I had $12 the day before payday, that says that I'm doing something right. So, yay me. So rather than be down on myself because I don't have my savings account set up, I don't have money in a savings account, rather than feel down about that, I feel proud that I had $12 the day before payday. So that's good. I feel like I'm doing something right. I know that's not a huge amount of money, but it is for me. And so you take your victories where you can get them, and you readjust your goals as you go. And just because it's not happening as fast as you want, or in the way that you want it to happen, doesn't mean that it is not going to happen. It's going to happen. You've just got to figure out how to make it happen. And that's all I have to say about that. So, if you would like to contact me on social media, the username to look for is PurpleBecca923. That is PURPLEBECCA 923. That is my username on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and Snapchat. And with regards to Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, I always follow back unless and until you send me something inappropriate, in which case you will be dealt with accordingly. Which may simply include just deleting you, may include blocking you, may include reporting you. So, proceed with respect. Thank you. purplebecca923@gmail.com is the email address. And still no website. So maybe I should kind of add like a little bullet point onto my podcast. Smart goal is set up the fucking website, Becca. I should make that like my smart goal for this weekend. By Sunday, it will be up and running so that on my Monday podcast, I'll say, you can go to blah, 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 and check it out because it's awesome, because I'm awesome. I'm awesomely awkward and amazingly adorable, or vice versa. But awesomely adorable and amazingly awkward? Yes, that's me. Anyways, so there we go. So remember, until next time, go out there, create what you deserve, believe that you deserve it, and go create it. Make your SMART goals. Let's do this. Let's fly with the penguins, people. All right. Bye.